Good morning, Christina Martinez Williams. Christina's World Kitchen. It's Christina Martinez Williams. I wanted to talk this morning about the best way to make progress. So a couple nights ago, we had an amazing educational event. It was free and it was recorded. So if you want the recording to that, put the word recording in the comments and I will send you the recording. It was absolutely jam-packed with information about how to live your best life, optimal health, what to do, what tools to utilize, why they work, the science behind it all. And one of the things that Dr. Andi Campitelli, who's a naturopathic doctor who has a practice in Toronto, has like 19 practitioners in her practice and herself, and also is studying to get her MD in addition to being a naturopathic doctor. She talked about how she goes about helping people make progress. And I've been listening to her for 8.5 years, maybe 8 years. And I have learned so much from her, and a lot of what I share and what I do comes from her. I've learned it from her and from other people that I heard last night too. Or 2 nights ago. So the best way to make progress is little by little, step by step, better every day. 1% better every day. And that makes huge progress. So what does that actually look like? What does that mean? And if you're getting started already, if you've already been started, you're probably well along in this process, and you probably have this down pat. You probably have a lifestyle that you maintain that is sustainable and gives you long-term results, gives you better health longer, to live better longer. If you haven't gotten started yet, put not yet in the chat, in the comments. I keep saying chat, in the comments. And if you have you've gotten started, but you're not, it's not been very long, put started and how long ago you got started. And then if you're still thinking about it, or that not yet or think about it, they're the same thing. Okay. So where are you at? Tell me in the comments. Where are you at? I'd love to have a conversation with you. Because I know what it takes to get to long-term health, to age backwards. My chronological age is 45. My biological age is 30, because I've done this protocol, because I've lived this for 10 years in June, because I've been doing these things for a long time. But it's a process. Process doesn't mean 0 to 100 and you're there. It's a process. But you see progress in that process. So tell me where you're watching from. Tell me how long you've already been eating high protein, low carb, or living healthy habits. And if you're not yet started, put not yet. And then if you've started, but you haven't been doing this year very long yet, let me know how long you've been doing it. Eating this way. So 2 practices. Well, I guess like eating. Let's look at eating. When we do intermittent fasting, we calorie restrict, and that allows our bodies to have a digestive reset, have a digestive reset, and also to burn our fat faster, to get to the fat faster, to burn through the calories and the carbs that we've consumed, so that it gets to our fat faster. It also triggers autophagy, which allows our cells to clean themselves out. And it also, intermittent fasting is connected to longevity, to anti-aging. There's a lot of research about that. Reduces inflammation. It reduces that bloated feeling. But it might be challenging to get started with with a full 16 hours. That's your goal, 16 to 18 hours, 5 days a week. But if you can't do that yet, it's okay. And it's important not to chastise yourself that you can't do that yet. You start where you are. If that's 12 hours, that's where you're starting. You do 12 hours of a fast every day for 5 days a week, and you do that until 3-4 weeks and then you can add another hour. Or if you feel like next week you can add another hour, you can do that next week. But it's making the steps that you can do, because if you can't do it, or if you don't feel like you can do it, you won't do it. And that's just the reality. But if you feel like you can do it and you can celebrate these small wins, you will do it and you'll make progress forward. And then it's about choosing what is going to be your meal. This is from Dr. Andi. She said she advises her patients to choose which meal, their lunch or their dinner, is not going to have carbs in it. Meaning that there's no veggies, meaning that there's no bread, pasta, rice, meaning that there's none of the big carbs that we talk about, but also not veggies. Which meal will you choose that is going to have protein and healthy fats? That's it. Protein and healthy fats. What meal is going to have that? Is it going to be your lunch, the one you break your fast with, or is it going to be your dinner? It doesn't matter. Choose one, is what she was saying. Choose one. And then your other one, you can eat the same. If you're not eating this way yet, no problem. Just choose one meal that you cut the carbs out of. And then slowly, as you get used to that, then you can move towards doing some more. You can move towards eating less carbs in the other meal, or towards removing carbs. You can choose what you're going to do next, but those 2 steps are the best places to start. So this is such important information because it's so helpful to know that you don't have to be perfect, that you don't have to have it all together, that you actually don't have to that you can start where you are and you can see progress right away. You can start where you are, you can see progress right away. Hi, Mary. Good morning. So tell me where you're at. How long have you been eating high protein, low carb? If you are, if you're not yet, put not yet. And I'd love to have continued conversation. I learned so much from this educational, it's not a series, but it was 2 hours, and we have a recording. So if you're interested in that recording, put recording in the comments so I can send you that recording, because it was so powerful. Such great information about protein, about muscle, about ketones, about intermittent fasting, about anti-aging, autophagy, so much information that is absolutely incredible. Rosalie, for 5 years, that I would say, Rosalie, you are living a lifestyle of health, and I would imagine that you have aged backwards quite a bit because you're drinking ketones and you're doing all the things. You're amazing, Rosalie. Keep going. This is what we get to do. This is how we get to live. This is how we get to, I know that when you choose to live this way with healthy habits, with eating high protein, low carb, when you eat, and healthy fats, when you do intermittent fasting, when you move your body daily, when you hydrate, when you shift your mindset, work on your mindset regularly, when you prioritize sleep, and when you drink ketones, that creates this overall healthy lifestyle that will create long-term health. You will live better longer, and as a result, people around you over time are going to start to shift too, because they see what's happening in you and they want to feel better too. Everyone wants to feel better and wants to do their best. 5.5 years, Mary. Oh my goodness. That is amazing as well. Congratulations. Every month matters. Every day matters. And it's okay if every day isn't perfect, because with a lifestyle like these 2 women have, like I have, if you have a day that isn't the way you wanted it to be, or you just choose to have a day that isn't the way you want it to be, then you can get right back on track with intermittent fasting, with making your next meal without carbs. After you break that fast, like, you can make a shift that will then get you right on back on track. It does not have to make or break you to have something that's a little off. It's just you just have lifestyles that are more healthy, that are longer with better life. 113 pounds. Oh my goodness, Mary. That's incredible. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's incredible. It's not about weight loss, but weight loss is so important for people who need to lose weight. And then once you've lost the weight, it's about maintenance, but not just maintenance of the weight loss. It's about adding muscle. It's about building muscle that's going to protect your bones, that's going to give you better metabolism and let you use all the food that you consume better, give you more energy, that's going to give you more vitality, that's going to give you the ability to move your body the way that you can. So, amazing, ladies. If anyone else has huge, it doesn't matter what huge or not. Like, I've lost 30 pounds, but I've maintained that and gained muscle. So, and 10 pant sizes. My 30 pounds on my 5-foot frame is a lot for me. So we're not playing a comparison game. I don't want anyone else to compare. Mary, I highly celebrate you. Amazing. I know that Rosalie's lost a ton of weight as well. So it is about weight loss when you need it, but your body won't lose weight unless it needs it. Or you can be like my brother and lose 30 pounds and gain 30 in muscle. Or like my husband, who did the same exact thing, lost 30 pounds and gained muscle. And with that, we can have this biological backwards age, like a reversing aging, going backwards in our age, aging backwards because of all this. Yes, Rosalie, you are constantly working on your muscles and you will continue to do so. And it's just something that is a part of your lifestyle. I think that if we shift our mindset to, we have to continue to build muscle because we continue to lose muscle as we age. That's a natural process of our aging, is to lose muscle. So we combat that with building muscle, knowing that we're losing muscle. So you will continue to gain muscle, Rosalie, and because you're drinking ketones, because you're eating high protein, low carb, you will continue because you're also doing things that are you're moving your body in ways that will build muscle. And it will happen, but it's going to be a process, and it has to be something that we just commit to. The same way you're committed, Rosalie, to your eating and to your drinking ketones and intermittent fasting, you're committing in the same way to building muscle. And that becomes a part of your routine, a part of your regular lifestyle, for you to live better longer. That's it. It's amazing. You all are capable. I'm capable. We all can do this. And one thing I learned that we can do this, and that it's possible for everyone, and we can all move forward. So continue to do what you're doing. If you're not started yet, I'd love to chat with you about getting started and help you to do that. Meet you where you're at and get you started little by little, step by step, better every day, little by little, step by step, better every day, little by little, step by step, better every day, because that's all that it takes. One step forward at a time. And the more steps forward that you take, that you don't slide backward, the better. But if you slide backward, if you've already taken 10 steps forward, you're only backward a couple steps, rather than being backward all the way to zero. Usually stepwards back, if you've continued to step forward, those steps backward don't mean a whole lot. They're okay. They happen. They affect us, but it doesn't mean that you have to go completely backward just because you took a couple steps back. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. From my house to your kitchen, global flavors and healthy days. Global flavors and healthy days from around the world. Bye.